This video, the replacement of the intake manifold, is the fourth part of a series to fix my P0456 code. I also eventually got a P0106 code. The first step is to remove the airbox. Do this by removing the collar that connects the air intake to the throttle body with a flathead screwdriver, and then the rest is just all clips. This just provides you more room to work. This is me using flathead screwdriver to undo the collar, pull it off, and then around the box there are clips. Those come off, and then I ultimately pulled the two hoses out also. And then the entire assembly comes out. The second step is to remove the throttle body. The throttle body connects to the side of the intake manifold and is held there by four 10mm bolts. The four 10mm bolts can be seen right there. Once the throttle body is out, feel free to clean it up a little bit. There are sprays that you can put on there that will get rid of some of the gunk. Step 3 is to remove the fuel line. So the fuel line sits directly above the intake manifold. It's held in place with two 10mm bolts, and there are a couple clips that also need to be undone. Two bolts that need to come off are located there and there. And then there are clips there. One down there. Same wiring harness though. There's one down there that's very difficult to reach, and then there's ultimately one on the right side for that wiring harness. The next step is to remove the bolts holding the actual intake manifold in place. Four of them are visible, and those are the four to start with first. The first one on the left side is kind of hidden. You can see it right there. It is not with the ratchet wrenches on. And that's it right no there. There you go. There's the first one. The second one. Third one. And the fourth one is on the right side. Right there. Step 5 is to remove the two hidden bolts, I'll say, that are in the tunnels of the intake, and then there are also two more 10mm bolts on the front of the intake. So here's a picture of the four bolts that you're trying to remove. The front two bolts are a little bit difficult to get to. I had to end up taking the extension off and using a smaller ratchet. The final two bolts that need to be removed have to be accessed from underneath the car. So jack up the front of the car and put it on jack stands for safety. I use the front tow hook as my jack point for my floor jack. The jack stands can then be placed on either side right behind the tire where the frame is. Step 7 is to remove the two bolts from underneath the car. The bolts are 12 millimeter, and you will absolutely need an extender, if not 2 extenders, to get to them. The first thing to do is to orient yourself. The front of the car I'm pointing at, and the blue thing is the oil filter. So next to it you see there's one bolt there, and the other bolt on the other side. Again, there's one left side, and there you can actually see both bolts. Eventually that clip will also need to be undone. And here's a pretty good shot of both of the bolts as well as the wire that needs to be disconnected. And here's a really awful picture of the angle that I needed to use to get to them. The next step is to pull out the old intake manifold. I most likely forgot a clip or a wire, so take your sweet time pulling it out, back and forth wiggling, that kind of thing. Once it's out, there is a hose that needs to be removed on the back side of the manifold. Just use needle nose pliers to remove it. And there's the hose that's on the back of the old intake manifold, needle nose pliers, and then I used a flathead screwdriver to pop it off. Step 10 is to remove the fuel injectors. They need to be reused in the new manifold, so don't be too harsh when pulling them out. So there are the four. I just have a flathead screwdriver and I'm slowly prying them out one at a time until the whole rail comes off. The next step is to make sure that the new intake manifold is the correct part number and has all the necessary gaskets on it. So there's the old part on the left and the new part on the right. They're the same numbers, so that's excellent. Again, gaskets, gaskets, and 4 gaskets on the back. The next step is to reattach the back hose on the new intake manifold and put the new manifold in. It's very helpful to have a second set of hands here to hold items out of the way as you're putting the new manifold in and trying to get it to fit correctly. You will eventually get your intake manifold to this point right here where I have it. It's not quite in, but it is mostly in. How to get it in, that's what she said. The intake needs to be pushed in enough that you can loosely attach the 2 bolts from underneath. Then, apply downward pressure while pushing the intake toward the rear of the car. After the manifold is seated correctly, reattach all of the parts that you removed, and don't forget to tighten the 12mm bolts underneath the car.